Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. I call this channel the Crazy Tradition of YouTube, and I call this chapstick pumpkin pie, scented and flavored, picked it at random. We're going to use the Snowbody's Business limited edition palette from MAC. This is what it looks like. You've seen it here when I've shown it and what I'm going to use, and also I think in a haul video. And this is what the inside looks like, and she is gorgeous. So I'm going to tell you the shades, and then as I prime the lid, I'll do the intro, and then we're going to jump into two looks. Y'all, we're going to do one on each eye. Not my preference at all, but that's what we're going to do. I'm trying to be quick, and I think I just keep lying to myself because stuff don't end up being quick. But anyway, I think, hopefully I don't confuse myself holding it upside down. This is Frosty and Fabulous. It is a luster. Periwinkle Flurries. It's a luster. So Toasty. Is a matte. Off the Grid is a matte. Mr. Ice Guy. Luster. Frost and Found. Luster. Naughty and Nice. Naughty and Ice. This is a matte. Stormy Weather is a frost. Frozen Heart is a matte. Twice as Ice is a luster. Coal Heart is a luster. Carbon Black Matte. You can use it to deepen up a shade. You can use it to do a smoky look. You can use it for your upper lash line liner. You can use a black in almost any look for it, almost anything you want to. So we're going to get into this look, and you see my face. I'm excited, so excited. I forgot to prime my lid. Even though I did just say that. So we're going to do prime one eye, do that look, prime another eye, do another look. And between these two looks, we are using all the shades in the palette. Initially, I thought to do multiple looks because if you saw the video before this with the 6-pan limited edition, I was saying how I see a lot of looks with this palette. But I need to take care of myself. I've been doing a lot lately. I stayed up one morning instead of going to sleep because I needed to go run errands and blah, blah, blah. And so I only had a few hours of sleep, and I am just exhausted. And by the time you see this, it'll be over. Today is November 3rd. I'll be working down a playhouse this weekend, which means I'm not going to, sleep well, and my body's going to be hurting. For those of you who don't know, I'm a disabled veteran. My primary disability is chronic joint pain. So when I'm up, out and about and doing long shifts on and off my feet, it takes a toll on my body. Even driving more than 10 minutes hurts my body. So it's going to be a rough weekend, but knowing me, I'll still pump out videos. But if my mood seems off, again, by the time you see this, it'll be over. But if I seem a little off more often than usual, it'll be because I'm struggling. It's because I'm struggling. So we didn't even do the intro. The short of the intro is, as we take Off Grid, where in the world? This matte shade here. The short of the Crazy Troll Nation is the crazy just enjoying doing videos, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, trying not to emulate anybody else, trying not to feel like you need to do a certain thing, for your channel to grow if you do videos. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Wear whatever you want to, using whatever tools you want to, use whatever techniques you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. You are amazing in your natural state, and I want you to know that and really, really seriously acknowledge that if you don't already. So that is the concept of the Crazy Troll Nation, just knowing it's okay to be yourself and loving yourself, period, unapologetically. So we're tapping to blend. I do curse on my channel sometimes because I curse sometimes in real life, as if YouTube isn't real life. Me sitting here doing videos, this is my real life day to day. But I say that to say I don't just curse just because I'm on social media. I just curse. This blend right here is nice, like just tapping it, and it doesn't look patchy. This is a nice little blend we got going on up here, so I'm going to leave it alone. I am content with that. We're going to drag this in. Oh, I got an itch. Oh, Fenty Brow Pencil, of course. Fenty Face Primer and the Fenty Soft Matte Foundation shade 335. That's the only thing on my face right now. Now we're going to move to Stormy Weather. This shade down here. And that's going to go... Was this supposed to be further over? Nope. Which shade did I say? Stormy Weather. And this is a Frost. For some reason, I was thinking that the Frost shades were not very pigmented, but they are. And I think it just depends on the color of the shadow, because the lighter Frost shades didn't really look like much. Why do I got an itch right here? But the deeper ones, that's this shade right here. And look how that's showing up. Like, this is really nice. So I do think it's just whatever the color is what it is. Frost is not quite a metallic, but it's not a satin or a shimmer. So it's just, Matt calls it a frost. So, I mean, but it just looks like a metallic to me. You see what I'm saying? This blends nice too. Wow, look at these shades. I'm so excited. This is my first time using this palette. I'm making sure I'm getting in the crease, which is right here and close to the lower lash line, as close to as I can possibly get with this big brush. I need to move faster because we have another eye to do. I am liking this, y'all. Oh, wow. I get so excited when I use stuff and it's just like, oh, this is cute. Now, here I go again with cute. We're going to take this shade here, which is Frost and Found. And this is a luster. And this is what I keep thinking of Frost looks like. Is that it's very light. But then the shade is light. That's this one right here. And so this is pretty. That's pretty. Wow. Y'all, this palette, I'm telling you. And you don't have to do dark looks with this. You can use the dark shades for liner. You don't have to put them on your lid like I do. But if you've been here, you know I like dark. You know I like smoke. These three together, this can just be the look. Like put this just on the inner corner and put this shade, like center the lid and just this on the outer corner as liner. This can be the look. Y'all, this is so easy. And this is why we're seeing like so many looks with this palette. So I'm looking at these shades like, this is a gorgeous palette. Seeing it online, I was like, But when I saw it in person, I was like, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up. And I went back the next day and picked it up. And now here she is. So that is a luster, which to me looks like a satin. We're going to go back to the brush that had this shade on it, the blue, and we are just going to blend in between. Actually, we're going to go where the blue is and feather this way. And actually, we're going to tap into it again lightly, and we're just going to pull over. So we're only going one way. We're putting and then dragging just a little bit, just to further that blend. Now we're going to go back and forth just a little bit. This is nice. This is nice. I like this. Now we're going to take Mr. Ice Sky, this right here. And this also is a luster. So we'll see what this looks like. This is what it looks like on a brush. No shadow, shadow. We are going to tap off. I didn't set the face because I didn't know if I was going to have fallout. This is pretty. This is a pretty eye look. If you like blues, this is pretty. This is so easy. Wow. Excuse me, so rude, troll. This is pretty. I'm going to take a brush with no shadow on it. Let me just find one really quick. And because of course we don't have a traditional, why is my nose whistling? Transition shade. But we're going to just do small circular motions. Do we have a brow bone? Nope. So we're going to just take this brush, no shadow on it, and we're going to do small circular motions to blend and move the shadows up a little bit without adding more shadow, because we don't want a lot more. Ooh, that's nice. And I could take the lid shades up higher, but I'm content with this right here. Oh, wow. I am liking this. This is nice. And it was quick. Look at that blend. So you see how that just blurred everything up here? Wow. I just get so excited when stuff works. Like, that is so nice. Wow. Okay. We're going to do this retractable eyeliner in deep purple. Why are we doing purples? I don't know. I guess we're putting a purple under here. So we're going to put this on our lower lash line. I'm going to try and use the mirror down here so I don't be looking bugged out up where you are, even though I'm still going to kind of be bugged out anyway. I'm trying to be more aware. I know I've said it before, of where I'm looking so that you can really see as much as possible, like what I'm doing. We're also going to put this on our lower waterline and on our upper waterline, also inner rim, also tight lining. So that's there. Now we're going to go back to the palette and we are going to take a lipstick applicator and we're going to just tuck that right here for any possible tearing. And we're going to close the eye, and if there is going to be tearing, hopefully it is getting absorbed in the sponge tip applicator. So that's how I do that. And now we're going to take Naughty and Ice. Naughty and Ice is this shade, and that's going to go on the second half of the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, y'all. Second half of the lower lash line. So that's just going to go right here. So now I'm trying to think of what shadow to put for my upper lash line. And we could just use the carbon black, but y'all know I'm gonna do something different. Y'all know I'm not going to do that. But I might need to. I can put a purple up there, but I don't know if it's deep enough to do what I wanted to do. Now we're going to take Periwinkle Flurries, backing up Naughty and Nice. This was a luster. Wait a minute. Naughty and Ice. This shade is a matte. That's what we just put under here. And now we're going to take Periwinkle Flurries, which is this one, and this is a luster. I did the same as I did with the other palettes. I wrote down the names because the names are on the back and the number. So on my notes, I have the number and the shade so that I can easily and quickly tell you what the shade is and the finish. I did write down the finish as well. And I don't know for future videos if I'll still keep doing that. I'll just be like, we're taking this shade. But I do like letting you know what the shade name is and what the finish is, because sometimes it does make a difference. We are going to bring this over, whatever's left in the brush. And I'm considering, this is pretty. Actually, all of these shades are pretty. This is very purple. I'm going to dip back in and tap off what you probably heard. And I'm going to put that over that lower lash line half shade over there. Y'all probably know what I mean. The shade we put on the second half of the lower lash line. That is that look, y'all. That is that look. And got a little bit of fallout from that shade that we just put under there. So now we're going to move over to the other eye, and you're going to hear a clank. I'm going to put these brushes away, and we're going to move on over to the other eye. We're doing good for time. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do, or how many clips in this video, because I don't want it to be super long. And looking at my calendar at other things I have going on, just like, oh. You know, doing videos is such a daily part of my life. Is ridiculous. And it reminds me of when I used to work. When I used to work, I did makeup videos every day because I just recorded every morning when I did my makeup before I went to work. And so I always, even back then, I had a lot of content. And I know it can be a struggle if you're rushing you know, just to do videos, do your look every day, record your look every day, because then you have to edit it and then set it for upload. Did I hit my brow? If I did, it's not too noticeable, I don't think. So that's that. So yeah, I realized that, like, I was still doing videos, like, every time I did my makeup back then. That don't go there. That was the clean brushes. That goes over there with the dirty brushes. So for this look, so this is 6 shades, y'all. This is nice. I still need to figure out what liner I'm gonna put over there. So we're going to, let me move this stuff closer to me. That can go over there. We're going to take Frozen Heart. Oh, this is going to be an interesting look. We're going to take Frozen Heart. This cannot be right. Frozen Heart, this shade here. And this is a matte. And we're going to put that on the outer corner. This is going to be interesting. This is another one of those looks where I'm just like, I don't know. Because I really don't know. We're not doing a halo look or spotlight, but something similar, just something a little different. Because I just like doing different things. Show you something different, do something different. So this is going to go either inner and outer corner, but just lightly on the inner corner, but it's not that deep of a shade. That's this one right here, and it is true to pan. MAC shows up true to pan on me, and I love that. I don't have to wonder, like, what is this going to look like? What's going to happen? Because I already know. Do I have a transition for this side? No. So this is where this is going. And so we're kind of blending as we go. This is pretty. This is pretty. If you were around my complexion and you did do a traditional transition shade, I think this would work well for you. Because it's there, it adds color, but it's not obnoxious. It's not team too much. And we're going to just put a little bit right here. We're not going to do a lot inside. Sometimes I like my halo looks and then sometimes I don't. Because sometimes the inside is just too dark. Like if I'm just doing a dark look or a smoky look, then yeah, make it all dark. But sometimes my halo looks, I just don't like how they look. I've only done a few that I'm like, yeah, I really like this one. And I haven't really figured out yet how to do one that I always like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So that's all we're going to put there. So that's going to be lighter than the outside. We're going to pack some more over here. I'm hoping this eye comes out nice. And if not, all of my looks don't. But we're trying something different. So we're going to put that brush down. And now we're going to take So Toasty. And So Toasty is, oh gosh, is a matte. And that's going to go on the inside. Where did I say? So Toasty. That's going to go on the inside of that color we just laid down. So we're going to put some, I didn't tap off. We're going to bring this here. And then what are we doing? And then we have a center shade. So it's just one more shade going on the lid. So I'm referring to my notes to see how far over to take this shade. These two look nice together. Yo, this palette. Let me know if seeing this palette in my haul video and seeing these looks, like, is it, sorry for poking you in the eye with my brush, is it enticing you or is it piquing your interest? And now we're only going to take just a little bit right here on the inside of the first shade, just a little bit. So hopefully this comes out nice. So we're going to put that brush down. I think I want to put more of that. Sometimes my halos, I do have a wide area for the halo or the spotlight part, and then sometimes I don't. And I think that has something to do with whether I like the look or not, and also the brightness of the colors, because I have all this puffiness. And so if this whole thing is a bright shade, I think that's what is throwing me off. So right now I'm just outwardly processing and trying to figure out why some of the halo looks I like and some I don't. Because the spotlight is usually just a light. So we just have this blank space right here. And it is still a little tacky, which is great because we're going to need some tackiness, because now we're going to take Frosty and Fabulous. Frosty and Fabulous is the shade right here, and this is a luster. So, and to be honest with you, this is not, neither one of these looks are the ones that I planned out. Ooh. Because I remember saying, like, this row is a look, this row is a look, this row is a look. And, you know, you can do diagonals. That's a look. This is a little quad. This is a quad. You know what I mean? But then I'm not doing any of that. This column is a look. This is a look. This column is a look. So I really was like, yeah, I'm going to do all of that. But then when I was looking at it to see what looks to do for the video, I'm like, nah. This I like. This I like. So I think, apologies for getting loud. I got excited. I think I just need to not have the spotlight shade all the way across my entire lid, because then it just makes my puffiness protrude. It makes my puffiness look brighter and stand out more. But this is what I think I need to do. Thank you. Thank you for being here to help me figure that out, because I was really just like, what? We're going back with the brush that had this shade on it, not adding any more, but we're lightly just going to come up top just to put a little color there. And actually, that's pretty. The brush that had the second shade, we're going to do the same thing. We're not adding on the brush, it's whatever's in the brush. And I also usually don't like it when I bridge it, because it just looks weird with my eye shape, because usually this spotlight is wide all the way to here, and then you're putting like a dark shade up here, and it's just like, I never liked it. But this, we're going to go back to that first brush, still not adding any shadow, and we're just going to tap up here. This I like, and even though this is a dark shade, is that the one we used? Yes. We're just going just very lightly, just barely tapping. So whatever is in the brush. I really friggin' like this look. Oh my gosh. I'm really surprised. Like, this is not just me being like, oh yeah, this look is the bomb, but because sometimes I write looks down and it's just like, girl, that ain't it. This is the brush that had primer foundation on it. So that's a real reaction, just like, whoa, like this really turned out nice. Now we're going to take Twice as Ice, which is this shade. And this is a luster. And that's going to go for our brow arch and our tear duct area. Y'all, this is why I enjoy trying new things. Because sometimes I actually figure out what to tweak to like something I normally don't like. That's all we're going to do there, because that's bright. We're going to come back to that in a second, because I want to fix that. And we're also going to put that just for our tear duct area. So we use a really, really tiny brush just to make sure I only just do the tear duct. So that's all we're going to do right there. We're going to put that down. We're going to go back to the brush that had the first shade on it, this outer corner shade, not adding any shadow. We're just going to tap over top of that, because I want this inside peak just tapered, like right here, because I could tell where I put the brush and then went this way. And so I don't want that line to be harsh, and it's looking a little harsh. So we're going to take that brush again, and we're just going to feather like right here, just so it doesn't look harsh. So it just kind of has like a little point to it. The brush that had that first shade, this outer corner shade, still not adding any shadow. We're just going to tap over that. I don't like a bright brow bone, so that's what all of that was about. Now we're going to take a gray liner. We're going to put that. I like this look. I'm thinking that first brush again, not adding any shadow. We're going to press right here. I don't always like a bright tear duct area either. And usually and maybe because I like dark smoky, so I don't usually do that. And so when I do it, it just looks strange to me. But again, you know, we're trying new things. We're trying a new palette. We're putting on a shade, seeing how they show up. And you saw everything showed up. Everything showed up. This is NYX Retractable Eyeliner in gray under there. For our waterline, our inner rims, we're going to use Prime Prometics. I don't know if it's blue or it's black. And I never know till I open it. And that was one of my pet peeves, is that it looks the same. It looks like it's a black. So we're going to put this on our lower waterline and also our upper waterline. And that's it for that. Now we're going to take, let me not put those there in case they fall. You know, I'll be dropping stuff all the time and then I'll be like, damn, now I gotta pick all that stuff up. Coal Heart. That is this shade. And this is a luster. We're taking a wide brush because this will blow it out. It'll place it and blow it out at the same time. And so we're just putting it in and just wiggling, and we're gonna tap off. And then, guess what, y'all? I'm using the mirror inside the palette. So we're putting it in and wiggling it. I know I hardly ever do that. And as I said, I'm still just trying to work on, you know, where to look so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to figure stuff out here as if I haven't been doing videos for years. I've just been more aware lately for whatever reason. You're gonna hear a clink as I put the brushes away, and one of them fell. And now we're going to take Carbon. This shade here is a matte black, and we're going to take a stubby smudger brush, and we're going to tap in and tap off. And this one we're also putting lower lash line, but I'm using this brush because I want to stay as close to my lower lash line as possible. I was hesitating, seeing if I had fallout under my eyes. I may take a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not going to do more foundation under my eyes because I think it is looking okay. We're going to bring this right here because there seems to be a gap, and I could have just took that liner and put right there. Y'all, I am, wow. We're going to take two brushes, neither one with shadow on it. We're going to take two different brushes because we have two different looks. And so we're going to take this and we're just going to do this under here just to blend that out. What liner am I going to do for upper lash line? So we're going to put, excuse me, that brush away. We're going to take a clean one and we're going to do this over here. So both of them are look. This is so pretty. Damn. Sorry, I got excited. Slate from Fortune. Slate. Melt Cosmetics. We're going to do this on this eye. This shows up as the deep black. That's all the shades from this palette. We have 6 on this side and 6 on this side. And y'all, I'm loving both of these looks. What liner are we going to do over here? What liner are we going? I kind of want to do Bougie, but it's not going to show up that much. But Bougie is nice, but Bougie don't get a lot of love. And it's dual chrome, so it shows up, but then it doesn't. And I do think this will just blend in, which makes it a little bit boring. Because then you can't really see it. But then part of me is like, I'm looking at the look like Contemplative State. We're going to do Contemplative State. I'm so excited. Y'all, when stuff works out, and not that the liner worked out yet, but I'm just, oh my gosh, I just get so excited. These palettes, I know I keep saying it, these MAC palettes are so easy. You saw how quick that was. So this is Fortune, it is not. This is Slate, Melt Cosmetics. It's a blue. And we're going to just run that on our upper lash line. I'm trying to think now, like what to do with the face. What have I not used? Oh, I haven't used the Natasha Denona. I think the PAO has passed. Her Diamond and Glow something face palette. I know this line is janky. I remember saying sometimes I don't notice it, but I notice it. This line is janky. So I'm just saying that to let you know that I know that is janky. So part of me is ready to let it go. The Natasha Denona Diamond Blush and Glow palette, because I have other stuff that I'm using and that I enjoy. And I did enjoy and still do enjoy that Natasha Denona palette. I don't want to wait though till it starts to irritate my skin. I like that line. I like that line. Just going to take a little bit just right here. And that's that look, y'all. That is the look. I'm going to pull out mascara right now because I have a feeling that I'll forget. I think I'm going to do a blue and a purple from MAC. The POA is coming up on those. Not like, well, coming up like in a few weeks. And now we're going to take, I pay attention to PAOs because I have sensitive skin and sensitive lids and all of that. And I don't want to wait until something does irritate because then it's like, oh my gosh, I got to hurry up and wash this off, and I'm not able to just enjoy the look, and I want to enjoy the look. Oh, you know what, that two-tone look I did, I think it might have aired yesterday with Cabin Fever, and this was a good choice for liner. I think contemplative state for this eye look over here. That two-tone look, what wasn't a two-tone look, but a different look on each eye with Cabin Fever and Sparkle Storm. I went out like that. And that's what I had stayed up to do, was to go to motor vehicle, call myself going there early so I won't be there all day. I had that eye look on and nobody looked at me crazy. I'm telling you, y'all, do your makeup however you want to, even if you're trying different things, one look on one eye, one on the other, and just wear it out. Nobody looked at me like I was crazy. That was a good shade. This was a good choice. I'm just going to put a little bit right there. I don't like how that looks right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to take, what did we have over here? We had a gray. Did we have a gray or a purple? We had the gray over here. So we're going to take the gray NYX retractable eyeliner again. And we are going to just cover up where we just put contemplative state. Okay. And, ooh, okay, I'm doing too much right now. We're going to, is there a gray shadow in the pan? There is a gray shadow in the pan. I'm going as light as I can so it's not a thick line. Yep, that's it. That is it. Put it down. Put it down. Now we're going to take the purple NYX retractable eyeliner. I'm excited now, y'all. And you couldn't just use the purple shadow that's in the pan. I'm just going really lightly, barely touching my skin. Because y'all seen me try to do liner before and it's just like that, ain't it? And y'all so cool though. Y'all be like, nice try. So we're just going to just do that, and that is it. And I probably could have put the fluid line, the purple fluid line under here. That looks nice. And so there is like a slight gradient in color, just a hint of the purple underneath the black. And over here, I remember I did, hold on, what I say? We're going to do, what are we doing? Blue over here and purple over here. This is cobalt, this is violet. I remember I was doing double wings for a while there, that experimental stage, which I normally seem to have here. But I really like it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to finish putting on, I'm wondering if this should be its own video because it's like 30 minutes already. This will be its own video. But I'm still going to edit out doing the face. Are we going to do the face? We are going to do the face. Oh yeah, I said the Natasha thing. Can I do that quickly? Let me think. Can I think? I don't know. Sometimes I'm babbling. I'm not making any sense. So this was Cobalt. And this one is Violet MAC Stack Mascaras. There's a lot of links below. The majority are affiliated. A few are not. If you prefer just shopping through websites, in my Shop My Store, there are links to websites. And once you're on the site, you still get the deal or whatever percentage off or sale that the website is offering. And so I do like shopping through websites because I don't have to worry about codes. And for most websites, you can only use like one code per order. And so I like when the website is having a sale and just go to the site and I would earn a small commission and you still get the sale. I don't know what I'm going to do for lip. We are going to do the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush Palette. Oh, POA is not until January, but we're still going to use it because we haven't used it in a while. So we're going to put this on. I'm thinking black lip. I'm thinking black lip. So we're going to put on this thing and we're going to do a black lip. And we're also going to line the lips. I'm going to take out Alien right now And we're going to use Sephora Collection. This is number 28, Nightbird. And maybe we'll tap a gloss on the center. Not that I have that many, but I'm going to... we're going to tap this on the center. This is also mixed. It's a glitter gloss. Excuse me. So we're going to do all of that. I am so excited. We did a couple things that we did not say we were going to do. We did use everything from the Natasha palette. Cream highlight, cream blush. We put on the blush. We put this just up here for highlight. And then we took this and put it everywhere for highlight. Then we took this, which is citrus, and that is this right there. Like, the citrus is like, we here for the party. And I was just like, oh, okay. Thanks for showing up. So then we used House Labs Medium Level 7 Bronzer. And we only did just here. We didn't do the entire perimeter of the face. And I'm looking at it like it does look like it's there already. And I do have a natural contour. Anyway. Then we took Radiant Light just for under eye. This is from Hourglass. And then we took Hourglass Dim Light all over the face, because Natasha was glowing, and she's still glowing even with dim light, which dims things down a little bit and just blends everything further in. So we put that there. We did line the lips with NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Alien, which is the black one. We did put on Sephora Collection number 28 Nightbird. We did just put in the center NYX Glitter Fix Glitter Gloss number 80 Shadow Hunter, and that's what that looks like. So that is everything on the face, and I am super excited. Let's do the thing again. So this is one look. I'm holding it the wrong way. So this is one look, this eye. And this is the other look, this eye. Hopefully, I mean, I don't want to say hopefully if you like them, but these looks are bomb. If you want a blue, you got a blue. If you want more of a neutral, just kind of monochromatic with a little bit of spice with the liner, you got that too. And you don't have to go dark. But this palette, it has variety. If you want just an ethereal look or a 2 shadow look, you can use this shade and that shade, or just this one and that one. Or if you want to go all out, as I said, this row is a look, this row is a look, this row can be a look. Put this on as a liner and just use these 3 on the lid. You know what I'm saying? This column is a look. This is a nice smoky look, very ethereal look. If you just want to put both of these on the lid, like first half of the lid, second half of the lid, and lash line, or for outer corner, this palette is super freaking easy. And I'm looking at it like I see a whole lot of looks in here. And I already talked about, you know, the quads that you can do, you know, with this palette. This is like, this is just easy. And the looks were easy. As you saw, everything went on fine. Everything blended out fine. I didn't have any fallout that I saw. I'm loving the double wing thing. So I think I'm gonna keep trying that. But I know now I've learned 2 things in this video. When I do my halo, keep the spotlight right in the center. Don't make it wide. And just lightly tap, you know, either the first shade I put down or the second shade, just tap that under my brow. And if I do an arch highlight, so this will be the second thing, is just put the arch highlight like right here where the arch is, even though I don't have one. But even here, you can see it is just right here. So that's the second thing I learned. The third thing I learned is when I'm doing a double wing, if I'm using a pencil liner, just go very lightly, because before I was doing like a thick line and I wasn't liking it. So you still see the shadow here, you see the eyeliner, the gel liner, and then you see the pencil liner, just a hint of blue under here. So those are 3 things I've learned from this video, is just not to go so heavy and just to go a little bit lighter. And I really like the effect. So those are 3 things I learned from this video. My hope is that when you're doing your makeup and you're trying something you've done before, like I said, I've only liked a few of the numerous halo looks I did, but I learned today how to do a halo that I like it. And also Contemplative State kind of, you know, plays in with this center shade too. So that can be something fun too. Whatever your spotlight shade is, do a liner that kind of complements that or plays into that. And so when you're playing in your makeup, if you're doing something you don't like it, just think about, why don't I like it? And to try it again and just do something different, because there's learning lessons and things that you don't like to learn how you do like it. And so those are the three things I've learned today. Spotlight just in the middle, brow arch just where the arch would be if I had one, and for a double wing just very lightly underneath, either with the pencil liner or with a gel liner, because I do have a gray fluid line I could have put there, and I do have macro violet, which is a purple I could have put there. But you can use pencil liners, gel liners, or you can also use eyeshadow and just like take a thin pencil brush and just feather it out. So I hope this was encouraging to you. I hope it was inspirational to you. I hope again that when you're playing in your makeup, you know, you learn new things and just enjoy having fun. And it's exciting to try something new or to figure out, oh, this is what I need to do to make it work, that I like it every time and not just every once in a while. You know what I mean? And so thank you for being here. And do let me know, what do you think of this blue look? I think it's bomb. What do you think of this light ethereal look? What do you think about these two looks, showing you the versatility in this palette? And these are only just the first two looks that we did. So let me know all of those things. Thank you so much for being here. If you made it this far, thumbs up the video. If you're not subscribed and you've been here before, go ahead and subscribe. Comments always welcome. What else? There's a super thanks button down below, or just says thanks. I think it's inside of a heart or something. And also, if you're interested in joining, there's a link to see what the perks are for that. So that will be it for this video. I appreciate you. You will see me next time. Until then, and even then, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.